So in this video, we're still at the continuation ng sum and difference rule of differentiation practice, pero last part na to. Kasi after this video, we will discuss another rules of differentiation. Okay? So in here, let's have a recall ulit. The derivative of the sum or the difference between the given function is equal to the derivative of each of the given functions that are separated by the addition or subtraction operation. Okay? Kumbaga, sa madaling sabi, kapag meron tayong group of terms that are separated by the addition or subtraction operation, ang gagawin mo lang is i-differentiate mo lang yung mga terms, each of them. Then after that, ipag-combine mo na lang sila or simplify rather. So sa first practice nito, okay, we have a, kumbaga parang practice about a given algebraic expression na lahat naka-separated by addition or subtraction operation. Katulad ng 2x minus 1, o kaya x plus 1, o kaya x squared minus 2x plus 3, and so on and so forth. Yun yung first practice natin. Second practice natin is yung meron tayong algebraic expression pero naka-factored sila, naka-factored form. Kunwari, x times quantity x plus 1. O kaya meron tayong dalawang binomials magka-combine, x minus 1 tapos x plus 1. O kaya meron pa tayong dalawang polynomials magkadikit-dikit. Okay? Katulad ng isang binomial, 2x minus 1, at isang trinomial, x squared plus x plus 1. Okay? Or kaya meron tayong isa pa, dalawang trinomials. So kunwari, 2x squared minus x plus 4 times quantity x squared plus 3x plus 1. Okay? Ito yung mga diniscuss natin di ba? Okay? Ito yung mga simple pa lang sila guys. Okay? They are actually simple na kaya mo siyang i-expand. Kasi after mong i-expand, lahat ng mga terms are all separated by addition or subtraction operation. Therefore, pwedeng siyang gamitin ng sum and difference rule of differentiation. Pero yung mga mahabang terms, kunwari isang polynomial na may super maraming na terms, ibang topic na yun kasi that's already too much. Okay? Pero kung kaya mo naman siyang i-expand, why not? Then sa third practice, we've discussed naman yung ganito pa rin siya, naka-factored pero may exponent. Katulad nito, 2x minus 1 raised to 2. Okay? O kaya 3x minus 1 raised to 2. Okay? Tapos we also discuss yung naka-cube na binomial, di ba? So kunwari, 2x minus 1 raised to 3. O pwede rin yun. Tapos we also discuss yung isang square na binomial, kunwari x minus 1 squared, tapos times isang binomial na hindi naka-square. So, ganyan. Pwede rin. O, di ba? See? Tapos we also discuss yung square ng isang trinomial. So, kunwari, x squared minus 2x plus 4 raised to 2. O, di ba? Ito yung mga simple na algebraic expression na pwede mo rin silang i-expand. Okay? Tapos, pwede mo siyang i-apply ng sum and difference rule of differentiation. Otherwise, ibang rule na ang gagamitin nyo rito kapag super dami na ng exponent. Okay? Like greater than 3. Okay? Or yung naka-fraction. Kasi yung mga naka-fraction, sila yung mga hindi kayang nating i-expand. Okay? Ngayon, last practice natin is meron tayong rational expression. Ano yung mga rational expression? So sila yung naka-fraction, pero instead of numbers ay gamit ay polynomials. So for example, 2x plus 1 all over x raised to 3. Or another example, 2x minus 1 all over x minus 1. Another example, x squared minus 4x plus 4 all over the square of x minus, hindi pala square, x minus 2 lang pala, sorry, all over x minus 2. And so on and so forth. So naka-fraction, pero ang gamit ay polynomials. Whether they are binomial, trinomial, monomial, or whatsoever. Now, here's the thing. Okay? Applicable pa rin ba ang sum and difference rule of differentiation sa lahat ng rational expression? The answer is no. Not at all. Okay? Not at all. Pero, in some cases, yes. Okay? Ulitin ko, is this rule applicable sa mga rational expression? The answer is no. Hindi. Pero, in some cases, yes. Okay? Not at all. In some cases lang. Okay? So, how would I know kung pwede pala siyang gamitan? Okay? Well, first thing that you need to look at is their denominator. Okay? So, let's take a look. Kunwari lang. Let's just say meron tayong group of terms. Okay? So, let's just say 2 all over x squared minus 3 all over x plus 4 all over x cubed. Look at the terms. Look at their denominator. Kung yung denominator ng mga terms mo, after mo silang i-simplify or i-expand, dapat yung mga denominator, okay, ay at most naka-monomial term. Hindi at least naka-binomial. Kumbaga, dapat isang term lang ang pwede rito sa denominator. Okay? If may variable. Kung may variable, dapat isa lang. Okay, isa lang sa denominator. Eh, what if more than one? Kunwari, 2 all over x squared minus 1. Okay? Minus 3 all over x plus 1. Plus 4 all over 2x minus 5. Ito, yung mga denominator that has more than 2 terms, hindi to kayang gamitin ng sum and difference rule of differentiation. Ibang rule na ang gagamitin mo rito. Iba na. Which to be discussed soon. Okay? Soon. But not today. Okay? Ngayon, we're still at the basics. Dito muna tayo. Okay? Sa mga ganyan. So that's the first thing that you need to know. Okay? After mo siyang i-expand or i-simplify, tapos ganito itsura, okay? Pwede mo siyang gamitin ng sum and difference rule of differentiation. Pero kapag meron kang exponent na at least one of them, kapag meron kang terms na at least one of them, meron siyang denominator na naka at least ay binomial, then hindi kayang gamitin to ng sum and difference rule of differentiation. So let me give you an example. Okay, bigyan ko kayo ng example. Okay? So first, meron ako ito. The derivative, okay, wait lang the derivative of x minus 1 all over x. Okay? So ito, pwede ko namang siyang i-expand. Okay? So, recall na, sorry, napiyok ako nun. Recall natin yung i-recall natin yung similar fractions. So, kunwari, meron tayong a all over b plus c all over b. Okay? So, ito, kapag meron kayong dalawang fraction, tapos merong silang magkaparehas sa denominator, ang mangyayari dyan, kung i-combine mo sila, we will have a plus c all over b. Okay? So that means, ito, kung makikita nyo, x minus 1 siya, di ba? And yung numerator niya, nakaseparated yan by subtraction operation. So we can separate these two terms, okay, by separating this whole fraction into 2. Okay? Katulad nito, di ba meron tayong a plus c all over b. So imbes na a plus c all over b, we can rewrite it as A all over B plus C all over B. Kunwari, 2x plus 1 all over 3. So instead of like this, pwede ako magkaroon ng 2x all over 3 plus 1 all over 3. Okay? Nagigits niyo ako? So instead of na x minus 1 all over, sabi natin x squared, so meron tayong x all over x squared minus 1 all over x squared. Ayan. Gets niyo ako? So yun ang gagawin natin dito. We will do the same thing here. Okay? So we will have the derivative of x all over x minus 1 all over x. Ayan. That's it. O see? Ngayon, isimplify natin yung mga terms. X all over x or x divided by x is 1. Minus, tong si 1 all over x. Kung gusto mo siyang ilagay sa taas, pwede. Pero yung yung exponent ng x sa baba, yung sign niya mababago. So, kung ilagay mo siya sa taas, ano mangyayari? We will have x raised to negative 1. Kasi dyan sa denominator, si x, ang exponent niya ay si 1. Yun ang exponent niya, si 1. So, kung ilagay mo siya sa taas, magiging x raised to negative 1. O, diba? So, now, we can now differentiate, okay, with the use of sum and difference rule of differentiation. So, we will have the derivative of 1 minus the derivative of x raised to negative 1. O, diba? So, that's it. Ngayon, kunin natin yung derivative ng 1. It is a constant term, so magiging 0 to. 0 minus derivative ng x raised to negative 1. We will use power rule of differentiation. So, we will have minus quantity 1 times x raised to 1 minus 1. So, we will have positive x raised to negative 2. Or, okay, kung ayaw mo ng negative na sign, gusto mo siyang palitan, i-reciprocate mo siya. Remember, x raised to negative n is equal to 1 all over x raised to n. Therefore, we will have 1 all over x raised to 2. So, both of them are correct naman. It's up to you kung ano magiging sagot pipiliin mo. I'm just giving you the possible answers na tama naman. So, yun. You see my point here? Okay? So, you see? So, basically, kapag ni-expand mo yung isang rational expression, tapos lahat sila ay, or at least, I mean, one of them, merong silang exponent, meron silang denominator na isang term lang na variable, yun, pwede ka nang gumamit ng sum and difference rule of differentiation. Okay? So that's the first thing. Okay? So let's have another example pa tungkol dito. Let's say ito. The derivative of, sabi natin na we have, sabi natin 4x squared minus 2x, wait lang 2x minus 1 all over 2x squared. Ayan. So, ang gagawin ko rito is we will do the same thing yung ginawa ko dun sa last example. Okay? So, we will, basically, we will decompose this numerator. Okay? The terms in the numerator. So, we will have 4x squared all over 2x squared minus 2x all over 2x squared minus 1 all over 2x squared. Then next is simplify natin. 4x squared all over 2x squared is 2. Okay? 4x squared divided by 2x squared is 2. Next, ito, 2x all over 2x squared, magiging 1 all over x siya. Okay? Ang mangyari kasi dyan is that, makakancel yung constant na 2, tapos tong si x, makakancel siya, magiging overall 1 na siya. Tapos ito, yung exponent sa baba na 2, okay, mababawasan ng isa. Okay? So therefore, we will have 1 all over x. Okay? Then, ito naman, wala naman tong ano, special dito, only a constant 1, so magiging 1 all over 2x squared na lang siya. Ayan. Ngayon, ilagay natin lahat yung mga terms na nasa denominator sa taas. Okay? Ilagay din natin sila sa taas. So therefore, we will have 2 minus x raised to negative 1 minus, ito naman, para di kayo magkalito, ipaghiwalay mo si 1/2, ipaghiwalay mo si 2 at saka si x squared. Okay, ipaghiwalay mo sila. Okay? So pag pinaghiwalay mo sila, magiging ano to, 1/2 times 1 all over x squared. Okay? Napaghiwalay na yan. Then itong si 1 all over x squared, yun, pwede mo na siyang i-reciprocate. So magiging 1/2 times x raised to negative 2. Ayan, that's it. Now, we can apply yung sum and difference rule of differentiation. So magiging the derivative of 2 minus the derivative of x raised to negative 1 minus the derivative of 1/2 times x raised to negative 2. Ayan. So kunin natin yung derivative ng 2, constant term lang siya, so magiging 0. Next, kunin natin yung derivative ng x raised to negative 1. So power rule of differentiation gagamitin natin. So we will have negative 1 times x raised to negative 1 minus 1. Then ito, meron tayong constant na 1/2 at meron tayong algebraic expression na x raised to negative 2. So mangyari dyan, we will have 1/2 times the derivative of x raised to negative 2. Ayan. So now, let's simplify. So negative 1 times, negative times negative 1 times x raised to negative 2. So magiging plus x raised to negative 2 na siya. Okay? Then minus 1/2 times the derivative ng x raised to negative 2. So we will use power rule of differentiation. So we have negative 2 times x raised to negative 2 minus 1, which is magiging negative 3 na to. So let's simplify further. Ito, mayroon ka ng negative 1/2, tapos times negative 2, maka-cancel si 2 yun. Okay? Ito, magiging negative 1 na to. Okay? Ito, magiging 1 na siya. So, negative 1 all over 1 times negative 1 is equal to positive 1. So, magiging plus x raised to negative 3. Okay? So, ipag-simplify natin to, we have our answer as x raised to negative 2 plus x raised to negative 3. So, pwede na to. Or, pwede pa natin itong i-simplify. Ito, si x raised to negative 2 at saka si x raised to negative 3, they are both divisible by x raised to, tawag nito, x raised to negative 2. Okay? At yun yung greatest common factor niya, which is x raised to negative 2. So, we will have x raised to negative 2 times quantity 1 plus x raised to negative 1. So, pwede na rin to. Or kung ayaw mo ng negative na exponent, so we can just bring it down. Ito. Okay, so we will have 1 plus 1 all over x. Ito rin pala, sorry, nakalimutan ko to, si x raised to negative 2. So magiging 1 all over x squared na siya. That's it. Okay? So pwede na rin to. Or kung gusto mo ito, kasi meron tayong term, whole term at isang fraction term, we can make it into a one whole fraction. Pwede naman siya. So kung magiging one whole fraction to, so this would be x plus 1 all over x. So pwede na rin to. Okay? Or kung gusto mong i-multiply itong dalawang fraction na to, sure. Ang mangyari dyan is we will have x plus 1 all over x cubed. O, di ba? Yan na yung final sagot ko rito. Ito na yung last na possible answer na ibibigay ko sa inyo. So if you're wondering, di ba meron tayong 1 plus 1 all over x? Di ba? And how sorry. Di ba meron tayong 1 plus 1 all over x? Ngayon, here's the thing. How did I make it into a one whole fraction? So there are two techniques. Okay, may dalawang technique yun eh. Nasabi ko na yata dun sa first, ano yun? First video ng rules of differentiation basics. There are two techniques. One is it's like you're converting a mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Ipag-multiply mo yung whole term at saka ang denominator. So 1 times x is equal to x, di ba? So meron tayo. Then next, kung anong product niya, i-add mo yan sa numerator. So x plus 1, so magiging x plus 1 lang siya. Then last but not the least, kopya mo yung denominator. So tapos na. That's the first technique. Or we can use butterfly technique. Okay? Remember yung butterfly technique, ginagamit yan sa pag-combine ng dalawang dissimilar fractions or two fractions na magkaibang denominator and that are separated by addition or subtraction operation. Okay? So ito, sabi raw, dalawang fraction na hindi magkaparehas na denominator. So ito, si 1 whole term. So paano mo siyang gawing fraction? Since kasi whole term siya, it means pwede siya magkaroon ng denominator na 1. Katulad nito, di ba si x? Si x, whole term lang siya. Pwede rin siya magkaroon ng x all over 1. Kung ang denominator niya ay 1. Si 2, pwede rin siya magkaroon ng denominator na 2 all over 1. Pwede rin yun. Hence, si 1, magiging 1 all over 1 na lang siya. That's okay. So na yun, ito yung butterfly technique. You're going to cross-multiply. So, 1 times x is x. Tapos, ikopya mo yung operation nila sa gitna. So, plus na yan. Then next, 1 times 1. So, 1 pa rin siya. All over, na yun, i-multiply mo yung denominator, 1 times x. The answer is x. That's it. That's how you get the answer. Yun lang guys extra info. So you see, that's it. Ngayon, here's the thing. What if meron tayong rational expression? Hindi pa siya naka-simplified or naka-expand, okay? Hindi pa. Pero meron tayong denominator na binomial. Okay? So paano yun? Kunwari, ito, meron akong example. Meron akong x squared minus 2x plus 1 all over x minus 1. So, paano to? Okay. How will you expand this one? Kung i-expand mo siya, ito mangyayari. This would be the derivative of x squared all over x minus 1 minus 2x all over x minus 1 plus 1 all over x minus 1. Pero ano ulit yung sabi ko kanina? Yung diniscuss ko lang kanina lang. Kapag na-expand or na-simplify mo, dapat at least one of them, yung denominator nila, okay, kung meron man silang variable, ay hindi dapat naka-binomial or dapat wala kang dalawang variable or two terms in the denominator. Tingnan mo, yung denominator nila binomial, dalawang terms. So, paano yun? So, hindi mo to gamitin ng sum and difference rule of differentiation. Ibang rule na to. Okay? That's already a different case. So, anong gagawin natin? Tingnan mo kung factorable siya. Tapos, pwede mo siyang i-simplify at i-cancel. Kumbaga, this is one of the algebraic manipulation. Kunwari, ito bigyan ko kayo ng example. Let's just say meron akong ganito. X squared minus 6x plus 9 all over x minus 3. Kunwari lang. Tingnan mo muna kung pwede siyang i-simplify. Ito, si x squared minus 6x plus 9. This one is the same as x minus 3 times x minus 3 all over x minus 3. Okay? So kung i-combine mo to, ano mangyayari sa kanila? We will have x minus 3 raised to 2 all over x minus 3. So, as you can see, di ba meron tayong x minus 3 sa baba? So, we have the same polynomial na sa baba. So, what we can do is we can, what? Cancel. Okay? We can cancel. Okay? So, ito, the square of x minus 3 all over x, ang mangyari dyan, makakancel si x minus 3 sa baba, magiging 1 yan. Ito, yung exponent nito, magiging 1 lang to. So, therefore, we have x minus 3 ang sagot. Yun na yun. Okay? Or, better yet, tignan nyo to. Para di kayo malito. Tignan nyo to. Diba, x minus 3 times x minus 3 all over x minus 3. I-cancel ko si x minus 3 sa taas at saka sa baba. Anong sagot mo? X minus 3, diba? So, tignan mo. We have already simplified irrational expression. Then, tingnan mo siya, oh. The terms are separated by the subtraction operation. Therefore, we can use sum and difference rule of differentiation. Pwede. What if mayroong rational expression na hindi kayang gawing ganito, yung ginawa ko lang. Okay? So, for example, let's just say meron tayong ganito. May lang, pinubura ko lang. Meron tayong sabihin natin x minus 1 all over x plus 1. Kaya mo ba itong i-simplify? The answer is no. It's not possible. Hindi to kaya. You will use different rules of differentiation for this one. Iba nang gagamitin mo rito. So, hindi to kaya. It's not possible. Okay? How about this one? Factorable naman siya. Ito, kunwari factorable naman siya. Let's just say meron tayong x squared minus, sorry for the sounds. Background noise ko lang. Forgive me. Kung narinig niyo yun, sorry. Okay, kaya na-pause ko to. Anyways, let's go back. So, let's just say meron akong meron akong rational expression na kaya namang siyang i-simplify, pero parang mayroong complication. Kunwari, meron akong x squared minus 3x minus 4 all over x squared minus 1. Kunwari lang ha, kunwari lang. Ito, pwede ko namang siyang i-factor out. Pwede naman. So ito, ang factored form nito ay x, tama ba ako? X minus 4, tapos x plus 1. Okay, ito yung factored form niya sa numerator. Sa baba naman, pwede rin itong i-factor. Ang factor form ng x squared minus 1 ay x minus 1 tapos x plus 1. Ayan. So, i-simplify natin. Meron tayong x plus 1 sa taas at saka sa baba. So, i-cancel natin yan. So, meron tayong x minus 4 all over x minus 1. Tanong, pwede pa rin ito i-apply ng sum and difference rule of differentiation? The answer is hindi. Hindi pa rin. Okay? Try nyo itong i-expand nyo to. Pagka-expand nyo, di ba magiging x all over x minus 1 minus 4 all over x minus 1. So, meron kayong denominator na binomial. So, hindi pa rin to possible. Okay? So, ito, hindi kaya. So, we will use different rules of differentiation. For now, i-focus natin yung mga rational expression na pagka, meron tayong denominator na binomial at least, or rather a polynomial, kahit binomial siya or trinomial, na pwede siyang simplify to the point na pagka-simplify mo ay wala kang makikitang ganitong terms. Okay? Na meron kang denominator na binomial or at least binomial siya, so pwede siya trinomial or ano or whatsoever. Okay? So let's try this one. Okay, try natin to. So si x squared minus x plus 1, kung kukunin mo yung factored form niya, magiging ano to? Okay. X minus 1 times x minus 1 all over x minus 1. Ayan siya. So meron tayong x minus 1 sa taas at saka sa baba. So we can cancel them. So anong sagot natin rito? After we simplify, so we will have the derivative of x minus 1. O, di ba? So na yun, yung mga terms na to, naka-separated na sila. We can now differentiate. Okay, pwede natin itong i-differentiate. Okay, or kunin yung derivative nito by sum and difference rule of differentiation. So we have the derivative of x minus the derivative ng 1. Ngayon, punta tayo dito. Anong derivative ng x? The answer is 1. Anong derivative ng 1? The answer is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. So that's the answer. You see? It's easy. Okay? Madali lang naman siya. Alright? So, let's have some, ano pa, like many more examples para at least mayroon kayo mastery nito. Go. So, let's just say meron tayong dito. Derivative ng 5x squared plus 6x plus 1 all over x plus 1. Eto, kaya ba itong i-simplify? Tingnan natin. Okay? Eto, pwede ko itong i-factor. Eto, kung i-factor out mo to, okay, this will be, wait lang this will be x plus 1 times 5x plus 1. Okay? Yun yung factored form sa taas. So, if you're asking me paano to nakuha, I use slide and divide method of factoring. So, di ba, meron tayong 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. Ang gawin ko, slide ko si 5 kay 1. Okay? So, magiging x squared plus 6x plus 1 times 5. So, 1 times 5 is 5. Ngayon, kunin ko yung factored form nito. Okay? Itong x squared plus 6x plus 5. So, dito, I will take a look at the constant. So, dito sa constant, mag-isip ako ng factor na it will result to the product of 5 at to the sum of 6. Ulitin ko, mag-focus ako sa constant which is si 5. So mag-isip ako ng factors na kapag imumultiply mo itong dalawang factor, ang product niya ay si positive 5. And kung i-add mo silang dalawa, ang sagot ay positive 6. So yun, meron akong 5 times 1. So 5 times 1 is 5. Positive pa siya. So that's good. Now, i-add natin siya. 5 plus 1. The answer is 6. So, meron tayong 6 dito. So that's good. We're good to go. So therefore, we have 5 at 1 as the factors. So we have x plus 5 times x plus 1. Okay? Pero we're not done yet. Kasi di ba, na-slide natin si 5 kay 1. Right? Na-slide natin si 5 kay 1. So we will divide the numbers by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is x plus 1. Ito naman, 1 divided by 5, ganun pa rin. 1 divided by 5 pa rin, or 1/5. So kung ganun, anong gagawin natin? Yung denominator natin, ilagay natin sa tabi. Okay? So we will have 5x plus 1. Ilagay natin siya sa tabi ng x, kumbaga, dito, 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 dito. So yun. So that's how I get it. Now let's simplify. So dito, si x plus 1 all over x plus 1, pwede ko na siyang i-simplify. So ito, makakancel out si x plus 1 sa taas at saka sa baba. Hence, I have the derivative of 5x plus 1. O, diba? Ngayon, let's get the derivative, okay, by the use of sum and difference rule of differentiation. So we have the derivative of 5x plus the derivative of 1. So in here, ang derivative ng x ay si 5. Derivative ng 1 ay 0. So 5 plus 0 is 5. And that is our final answer. O di ba? It's easy. Alright? So yun lang naman yung gagawin ninyo. And don't worry, we still have more examples pa. So let's just say this one. Meron tayong ganito. X squared minus 5x plus 6 all over x raised to 3 minus x squared. Do you think pwede ko pa tong i-simplify? Ay, wait lang. Mali pala ako ng given. Wait lang guys, wait lang. Sorry. Isa denominator. Mali pala ako. Sorry po. So we have x cubed minus 2x squared. Yan. Sorry guys, sorry. Okay. So, do you think we can simplify this one? The answer is yes. Okay? So, tingnan natin yung factors or factor form nila. Okay? Si x squared minus 5x plus 6, ang factored form nila ay, wait lang mali ako ng parenthesis. Ito ay x minus 2 at x minus 3. Ayan na siya. Then, sa baba, ang factored form ng x cubed minus 2x squared ay x cubed times x minus 2. O ayan. Meron tayong x minus 2 sa baba at saka sa taas. We can cancel it out. So we will have the derivative of x minus 3. Wait lang. X minus 3 all over x cubed. O, diba? We can still simplify this one. Okay, ito, pwede natin siyang i-expand. We will have, katulad yung ginawa natin noon, we will have x all over x cubed minus 3 all over x cubed. That's it. So let's simplify. X all over x cubed, magiging ano to? 1 all over x squared. Okay? So, i-simplify pa natin to. Ilagay natin lahat yung variable, yung nasa denominator, sa taas. Okay? Sa taas. So, ang mangyari dyan, mababago yung sign ng exponent. So, ito, ilagay natin si x squared sa taas, we have x raised to negative 2. Then ito, si x cubed, okay, ilagay natin siya sa taas, we will have negative 3 times x raised to negative 3. Ayan. So therefore, we can now apply sum and difference rule of differentiation. So we have this one. So the derivative of x raised to negative 2 minus the derivative of 3x raised to negative 3. O, diba? It's easy. Now, kunin natin yung derivative nilang dalawa. Ito, we will use power rule of differentiation. So magiging negative 2 times x raised to negative 2 minus 1. Tapos dito sa second term, meron tayong constant at algebraic function. So we will have 3 times the derivative of x raised to negative 3. Ayan. So in here, we have negative, negative 2 times x raised to negative 1. Negative 1. Negative 3. Ayan. Then minus 3 times derivative ng x raised to negative 3, we have negative 3 times x raised to negative 3 minus 1. So negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. Simplify natin. Negative 2x raised to negative 3 minus 3 times negative 3 times x raised to negative 4, we have positive 9x raised to negative 4. So, that is our final answer. Pwede na to. Or pwede pa natin siyang i-simplify. These two terms, si negative 2x raised to negative 3 at 9x raised to negative 4, are both divisible by x raised to negative 3. At yan yung greatest common factor nila. Okay? X raised to negative 3. Okay? So therefore, we have x raised to negative 3 times quantity negative 2 plus 9x raised to negative 1. Okay? Ganun lang yun. Or, kung sa tingin nyo parang it doesn't look like good enough, parang mas maganda kung may negative si 9 at itong si 2 maging positive, pwede rin. I-factor out mo si negative 1. So magiging x raised to negative 3 times negative 1 times 2 minus x raised to negative 9x raised to negative 1. E di magiging ano na to? Negative x raised to negative 3 times quantity 2 minus 9x raised to negative 1. Okay? So pwede rin to, pwede rin to. Either of the two. Tapos kung ayaw mo ng negative na exponent, so anong gagawin? Ibaba natin siya para mapalitan natin yung sign. So magiging negative 1 all over x cubed times quantity 2 minus 9 all over x. Okay? So pwede rin to as your final answer. Or pwede pa natin siyang i-combine itong nasa sa loob ng parenthesis into a whole fraction. Yung tinuro ko ng mga technique. So I'm just gonna go straight to the point na for the sake of the time. So we have 2x minus 9 all over x. Ayan na siya. Okay? So pwede rin to. Pero kung ayaw nyo, gusto nyo i-simplify siya by combining them together, kumbaga i-multiply mo sila, then sige. Ang sagot mo rito ay negative 2x minus 9 all over x raised to 4. So titigil na ako rito. Ayan. So I'm gonna stop right here. So you see my point here? So meaning there are rational expression na pwede pala siyang gamitin ng sum and difference rule of differentiation. And remember, basics pa lang ito. Okay? Kasi in the future, kapag may nakita kang ganito, I mean, there are some other rules of differentiation na pwede mong gamitin. Kasi itong rational expression na to, okay, 'di ba kasi fraction siya. So parang magdi-divide ka, 'di ba? So gagamit ka ng quotient rule of differentiation, which is to be discussed in the future. Okay? Pero kapag mga ganito lang, you do not need to use quotient rule. Okay? If you know the basics just like this one, then you will not have a hard time. Hindi ka mahihirapan dito. Okay? So now, let's have one last example. Okay? Go. So ito na yung last nating example. Of course, pag last, mahirap to. Pero again, once we practice, it's not that a big problem. So let's take a look at this one. Okay, we have the derivative of x raised to 4 minus x cubed minus 4x squared plus, what do you call this one? Plus 4. Ayan. Okay? Ay, wait. Mali pala ako ng given. Sorry guys. Mali pala ako ng given. Mali. Sorry pala. X cubed pala to. Sorry. X cubed minus x squared plus 4x. Ay, plus tuloy. Minus pala siya. Sorry. Minus 4x plus 4. Ayan. Yun. Okay na. Sorry guys. Sorry. Okay. All over x squared minus 3x plus 2. Ayan. Okay na. Okay na guys. There we go. So, is this factorable? The answer is yes. It is factorable. So, pwede natin siyang i-simplify. Okay? So, first and foremost, if you're going to take a look closely, sa first two terms, we have x cubed and negative x squared. Okay? So, both of them are divisible by x squared. At yan yung greatest common factor nila. Your greatest common factor dito sa first two terms ay x squared. So, we have x squared times quantity x minus 1. Okay? The next, sa last two terms, for negative 4x plus 4, both of them are divisible by negative 4x. At yan din yung greatest common factor nila, si negative 4. So we have minus 4 times quantity x minus 1. Okay? All over, dito naman sa baba, factorable din to. Okay? So, di ba meron tayong x squared minus 3x plus 2. Dito naman, tingnan mo yung constant. Kung anong ginawa ko noon dun sa slide and divide method, yung pagtingin ng constant, paghanap ng factor, chu, and so on and so forth, yan din yung gagawin nyo rito. Okay? Take a look at the constant 2. Okay? Think of the factors of 2 na pag na-multiply mo silang dalawa, 2 ang sagot, ito, positive 2, and pag inad mo silang dalawa, ang sagot ay si negative 3. Coefficient ng second term. Okay? So, I have negative 2 times negative 1. So, negative 2 times negative 1 ay positive 2. Boom! Tama na. Ngayon, i-add ko sila. Negative 2 times negative 1. Or basically, negative 2 minus 1. The answer is negative 3. Which is the same lang sa coefficient ng second term. Okay? So, therefore, ano na ang factored form natin? Ang factored form natin ay x minus 2 at x minus 1. Alright? So, yun lang. So, therefore, we will have x minus 2 at x minus 1. Yan lang. That's it. Alright? So, ibura ko lang to. Wait lang I'm just gonna erase this one. Okay. There we go. Yan. So, that's it. Now, we're not done yet. As you can see, si x squared times quantity x minus 1 at saka si negative 4 times quantity x minus 1, both of them are divisible by x minus 1. Kumbaga, both of them meron silang x minus 1. At yan yung greatest common factor nilang dalawa. Okay? Or GCF, which is x minus 1. So therefore, we will have the derivative of x minus 1, wait lang quantity x minus 1 times quantity x minus 4 all over quantity x minus 2 times quantity x minus 1. Are we done? Hindi pa tayo tapos. Why? Itong si x squared minus 4, if you guys don't know, x squared minus 4 is the same as x minus 2 times x plus 2. Ito yung tinatawag natin ng difference of the two squared terms. Okay? Ito yun eh. X squared minus y squared is the same as quantity x plus y times quantity x minus y. Okay? So, kapag meron tayong x squared minus 9, so this is the same as x plus 3 times x minus 3. Okay? So, kapag meron tayong 4x squared minus 16, so meron tayong 2x plus 4 times 2x minus 4. Nakukuha? So, therefore, since we have x squared minus 4, so meron tayong, wait lang isulat ko lang to. So, meron tayong, wait lang. There you go. X minus 1, okay, times x minus 2 tapos x plus 2. Ayan na siya. O, di ba? Dahil dito, we can now simplify. So, meron tayong x minus 1 sa taas at saka sa baba. So, therefore, we will cancel it. Next, meron tayong x minus 2 sa taas at meron din sa baba. Therefore, we will cancel it. So, ano na ang resulta? Ang resulta ay we have x plus 2 as a result. And as you can see, the terms are now separated by addition or subtraction operation. So therefore, we can apply yung sum and difference rule of differentiation. So we will have the derivative of x, wait lang, the derivative of x plus the derivative of 2. So anong derivative ng x? 1. Anong derivative ng 2? 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. O tignan mo, ang daming solution pero 1 lang ang palang sagot. See? That's it, guys. So this is the last example. So na yun, here's the thing. What if hindi siya factorable? Like, what if lang? What if hindi siya factorable per se? Okay? Or let's just say factorable, pero pagka-simplify mo, meron siyang denominator na at least naka-binomial. Anong gagawin natin? Okay? So yun, ibang rule of differentiation ang gagamitin natin. Iba na yun. Alright? So, now we're done at the sum and difference rule of differentiation. Now, our next topic to be discussed by me ay product rule of differentiation. Actually, guys, it's actually kind of bit early for me to discuss this. Si product rule at saka si quotient rule. It's kind of bit early. Pero I need to. Do you know why? Because after nyo matuto dito sa product rule at quotient rule, okay, you will not be having a hard time in getting the derivative of other problem na hindi pang algebra. Kumbaga, in here, kung dito pa lang kasi basic pa lang to. If you know how to use product rule and quotient rule sa basics, which is yung naka-algebraic function, then it's easy for you to solve other given functions tulad ng trigonometric function and exponential functions. Okay? Kasi after we discuss those, yung mga naka-functions na yon, we will discuss yung tinatawag natin na chain rule. Okay? Chain rule of differentiation. If we have product rule, talks about product between two functions, quotient rule that talks about the quotient between the two functions, chain rule naman talks about composite functions. So anong derivative ng isang composite function? So this is advanced. Wag muna tayo rito. We will start at the product rule before we proceed to the quotient rule. Okay? So, stick pa rin tayo sa algebraic. Okay? Because after we stick to the algebraic, then it's easy for you to solve the problems ng ibang given na functions. Okay, guys? Okay? So, yun lang naman. Alright? Product rule, quotient rule. Okay? So, una, we'll start at this one. See you!